Jonathan, how explosive do you guys think you could be up front on defense?
I think really explosive. We have a bunch of guys, who I think that can get to the quarterback and present relentless rush. So,
Joe Smeltzer.
Hey Jonathan, what are just some of your memories of opening night over the years, whether it be at the college level, high school level, or even before that?
I would just say, the excitement that comes with it. Obviously the last time we played was in January, and we put in all this work throughout the winter, spring, and fall camp to finally go against someone in a different color. So I would just say the excitement.
Daniel Gallen.
The move from safety to linebacker is something that you've been working on for a long time at this point. How do you feel that's come along, and is there any big difference between learning that spot under Brent Pry versus learning it under Manny Diaz?
I would say as far as scheme-wise, it's pretty similar as far as the job requirements. But as far as the transition, as a safety, you'd have reps when you're in the box, and you'd have reps when you're in open field. And, now I'm just predominantly in the box. So I think the transition has been pretty good for me.
Johnny McGonigal.
Yeah, Jonathan, following up on my earlier question about the tempo and the plays and stuff, is there an offense that you face in your time at Penn State that reminds you of what Purdue does or what they try to do to a defense?
Yeah, as far as tempo-wise, you always got like the O States and all that try to go fast and, set the tempos like that. So I would say probably O State if I had to compare them tempo-wise. So we have to be really good on our adjustments, obviously, and then getting home, getting the play call, and then executing our assignment.
David Melinda Jr.
Is there a different feel this year knowing this is your final season at Penn State?
A different feel?
Yes.
I would like to think that I approach every single season the same. But obviously, knowing that this is my last season, yeah, I guess you could say that it's a little different.
Joe Smeltzer.
Jonathan, now that you've been officially named the captain 4 times, how have, your reactions to receiving that news changed or stayed the same from the first time you were named the captain to the most recent one?
Stayed the same, honestly, because, just because you're elected captain one year, like that next year is not guaranteed at all. You still have to, be a leader. You still have to lead by example. You still have to display leadership qualities to your teammates for them to feel confident enough to elect you as captain. So, every single year it's been the same for me. It's been a real blessing.
Daniel Gallen.
What have you seen out of the 2 freshmen? Abdul Carter is someone that it seems like there's some excitement about, and then Keon Wiley. How have you seen those 2 young guys, develop over the past few months?
Yeah, it's been really encouraging to see them. Obviously, when they first got here to right now, they're really smart. They're really hungry to learn the playbook, and whenever they're out there, they're going to compete and they're going to go hard.
Ben Jones.
Jonathan, let's say that I'm a highly touted prospect that comes to Penn State with an NIL deal, but I've never recorded a tackle before. How do I earn the respect of my teammates and veteran players if maybe I've generated a lot of hype and a lot of business for myself, but at the same time, I haven't necessarily played any football yet?
The same as I would say to anyone else. You got to show up. You got to do your job. You got to come to work. You just got to put your head down and work. So I would just say the way you carry yourself, the way you go about your business, is the way you gain your teammates' respect.